Hello, welcome to Hammer Down Woodworking. My name is Tracy Maxfield, and today we're going to talk just a few minutes on how and why and what I use to sharpen my lathe turning tools, my lathe chisels, if you will. It's very important to keep your chisels, well, any tool, your saw blades, your chisels, and so on, keep those things sharp. It equals a lot better work. And a lot of people don't realize how much wear and tear you actually put on a lathe tool. Most lathes will spin, I know mine, it's a Delta. It will spin, it's variable speed, and it will spin anywhere between 250 RPMs up to 4,000 RPMs. And if you take a piece of wood, a spindle, the size of this one, this is just an example. This one is 1 3/8 inches in diameter, 1 3/8, which equals around that, the circumference of it is just a little bit over 4 inches, 4 1/8 to be exact. And if you're spinning that at 4,000 RPMs, which most of the time you're not going to be spinning at 4,000 RPMs, but let's just you could, and let's just say that we're spinning that at 4,000 RPMs. Well, at 4 inches, making a complete circle 4,000 times per minute, that's 16,000 inches per minute that chisel point is cutting across, which comes up to 1,333 feet per minute, which puts you just under 4 minutes to equal 1 mile. So if you turn with a chisel point against a spindle that size for 4 minutes, you've covered a mile, and that's a lot of heat, a lot of wear and tear on your edge. These are made of high-speed steel. They're not carbide, but they will take a lot of heat. They will actually burn the wood, start making a dark spot in the wood before it will start doing any damage to that chisel point. But it will still dull, and it's important to keep those sharp. And if you start out with sharp chisels, and about halfway or so through the job, if they start getting dull, the tool I use is the Work Sharp 3000. And it's real quick. You can just turn right around and take that one chisel that's not cutting as well as it did when you first started and sharpen that thing up and go right back to work, and I'll show you how that works. And this is the Work Sharp 3000. I've used this one quite a bit, and it will absolutely do the job for you. There may be other things that would work better for you, sharpening stones, diamond stones, so on and so forth, and that's great. Use what you want and do it the way that works best for you. This works good for me, and here's the way that this thing works. Of course, this part right here, this is set up to do your wood chisels, but one thing I want to show you before I put the paper on it, put the wheel on it to sharpen with, is I take some earth magnets and lay them right in here and let them catch. And the reason why I do that, I mean, they're not going to hurt anything. They will stick. There's metal in this, and they will hold to that and just rest right there. And the reason why I do that is because the shavings off of the chisels, when you sharpen them, what you grind off is just like real fine powder, and it will catch that right here. If you don't catch those, or stop every few minutes and clean that out, you will have a buildup in there, and heat gets to that, and that will catch fire. So just be aware of that. This is the sandpaper disc. If you notice, it's got slots all the way through it, which allows you, when this is in here, as it's spinning, I don't know if you can see the table through that, you actually sharpen your wood chisels up and under the bottom of this, and as this thing is spinning, you can see exactly what you're taking off of your chisels. And to hold that down, you just tighten that up, and you're ready. This is a 3/8 spindle gouge. This is the only one I'm going to actually record sharpening. I've got several laid out through here to sharpen. I'm going to show you how I do just this one, and it's basically the same concept all the way around with every one of them, just different shapes. First thing I'll do is just take a black Sharpie and mark that whole tip. This is actually your cutting edge. The reason why I mark that is so when I go to sharpening this, I can see that I'm keeping it even, that I'm staying consistent, and when I get that completely gone, when that mark is completely gone on it, I know I've covered that complete surface. I'll check it, and if it's sharp enough, I'm good. If it's not, I may mark it and go over it again. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the camera to where I can show you, but you can see this, and as it turns, you can see the table and under it. It almost goes solid, so you can actually see completely through the wheel and keep up with what you're doing as you're doing it. Now, I'll try to get the camera set up to where I can show you that as I'm sharpening. Now that one is sharp. Yay! All of our black marker has been removed except for one little spot right there, and I'll get that. But you see how quick that is, and that is sharp. Cool! Well, I hope you find that information useful, and if you don't have a way that you're already set on of sharpening your tools, check the Work Sharp 3000 out. I know there's some a lot more expensive sharpening systems out there, and there's some that's not so expensive, that not as expensive as this is, but this is a good system. It's the one that I use. You can set that up, have it ready whenever you start doing whatever it is you're doing, go right to it when you need to, and then turn right back around and go right back to work. You've seen how quick I sharpened that one chisel. And it'll only be one chisel at a time that you probably need to sharpen when you're doing any turning. But anyway, thanks for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, if you like this type of content, we encourage you to give us a like, give us a thumbs up, and also subscribe. Thanks for watching.